selfie stick. Holding this thing out with two hands is brutal. Just wanted to say, it's a little cooler out here than I thought it'd be. So I got my fleece on. If you're traveling and you don't have a good fleece, you know, you're missing out on life. It's just a wonderful thing. It's lightweight, small, you can put it in your backpack. Anyway, I'm just wandering off, going over to the Apple store. It's 12 minutes by public transportation or 12 minutes by walking. And let's face it, if I'm this out of breath just from walking a couple blocks, then maybe it's time for me to keep walking. So we'll see. One really interesting thing about Japan is that all of the security guards and police have these little batons. See that little like mini lightsaber he's carrying? He's not one of the Stormtrooper minion guys that were in the first real Star Wars ones, you know, from the Death Star, that had those little funky outfits. But he kind of looks like it. Anyway, they just have batons because guns are outlawed, so, or at least I think they are. So they don't really need anything tougher than that. So, it's pretty funny. Check out the guy's awesome costume. See, if I were walking around that, I'd feel silly. But that's because I'm an American, and I'm an idiot. Thought this store here was pretty interesting. It's a traditional kimono store, and it's pretty neat. I like how the people are dressed in here, of course, and I'm kind of scared to see what a kimono would cost, so I'm probably not going to go inside, but it's pretty awesome. But it's the first time I've seen a Japanese flag flying. I'm zoom on that just a little bit. See that? I haven't seen a Japanese flag flying, and I've really only seen it in like World War II movies, and in a bad way, so it's weird to see it still flying. Obviously the German flag, the swastika on it, is no longer flown. So to see this is kind of strange. I have a mixed feeling about it. There's nothing wrong with it, and I don't begrudge them using their own flag, of course, but it's kind of strange that it's still very similar to the one they flew during the war. Hey look, it's Star Wars cakes. Anybody interested in some Star Wars cakes? I found this hat store, which is freaking awesome. I am a big fan of hats. I've always wanted to wear a cool old man hat, kind of like that one. That looks amazing. Problem is, it's 15,000 of their dollars, like $140. You know, oh look at that! Look at the Irish it is. Hey, get me some Lucky Charms and go to town on that bad boy. Pretty nice. Some traditional ladies up ahead of me, dressed in their kimonos, out shopping. Older ladies. I don't see many of those in the younger ladies, but they look pretty cool. Okay, so I found the Apple Store. I did do a little research before I came here and saw that the iPhone 6 Plus with 128 gigs of whatever. Memory, RAM, I don't know. Anyway, 128 gig is 7,700 RMB in China, which if I divide that by 6.2 comes out to about $1,200. So that means that if I multiply that by 120, the current exchange rate in yen should be about 149,000 of their money, the yen. So I'm going to take a look and see if it's lower than about 130. I might think about it, or at least know that their prices are cheaper. That's just kind of my litmus test. So we'll go see what it costs and see how much it is. So it's like about $1,200 cheaper here. I'm sorry, about $250 cheaper here. Now I just gotta decide if I want to get it. I don't know if I want the Plus or just the 6S. Okay, there it is. I'm the proud new owner of an iPhone 6S Gold, 64 gig. Kind of spendy, but I'm thinking I can flip this one for pretty cheap. It's funny, the lady I was in there with told me that they said about 80% of their sales are to Chinese people who come here and buy, because in China it's about $200 or $250 more, and it's all about saving a buck when you can. So I'm just here at a board game convention event here, just testing new games. You can see behind me what's going on. It's a whole lot of people and no chairs and no AC. They're turned on the AC now, so it's pretty nice. Kind of cool. You can see the shoes lined up here, and we are. Let me get out of here just a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. You can see it's just a really small little room up here on the 5th floor of this building. It's just extremely small. I'm just grabbing a Khabib wrap. You can see him making it there. Love this stuff. That's the one I'm getting right there.